Hey everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are currently in Orzammar and we are exploring. I have no idea what we're doing. We just came out of the tavern and we've pretty much just been talking to people, getting quests, seeing what we can do. And I did look up, because last episode I was curious how to get an Ugg for Liliana. I wanted to see how to do that, and so I looked it up, and apparently you have to have her be in the Deep Roads after her main quest. So once, or not main quest, her companion quest. So once we actually speak to her and meet her and see how she is, then we will come back to Orzammar and deal with all of these different, getting her nug, because I feel like doing that since I've finally discovered new things that I've never done before, and now we're going to discover other new things.
Do you have a moment?
Dagna!
Oh, I actually was talking to your companions, or are you from the surface too?
Can I help you?
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Yusum. My companion here is a senior enchanter of the Circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
Very much so. Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
She's like a nerdy scientist, and I love her so much. I loved her in the Inquisition as well. What do you mean by accent ale like proper dwarf? I figure Fiona was more focused on like keeping her family alive than reading, so what do you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Dag, now learning about Titans. I really want to see that now. About where lyrium actually comes from and what we do, and then having her study it and then being like the first dwarven mage. That would be so cool. Okay. I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
You're adorable. Like, completely adorable.
The Deep Roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
I would say not, but maybe because the Darkspawn are working so hard to get to the top? I don't know. Let's see what these guys say.
I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Makes sense. Why do you need patrols?
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
What do you know about Paragon Bronca?
What anyone knows? She went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels.
Right. Are Darkspawn the only danger in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Spiders. Are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
I want to experience more Legion of the Dead eventually.
You know the Legion, don't you? Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes. Or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Okay, I should go. I know what deep stalkers are.
For your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Well, there's a thing right there to click. But can't do it yet, so we're gonna go to the top. Then talk to Bhelen, I'm guessing? Like, Bhelen, Haramont, both of them.
I can't believe it.
Sister!
I heard a dwarven Grey Warden came to Orzammar, and I couldn't help but hope. Look at you, my little sister. A battle-scarred veteran, and with quite the unusual entourage.
I was gonna say, she's doing a lot more better for herself. I've missed you, Rika.
You look so good, and so fancy. I've been worrying that we're living in luxury while you're suffering on the road. Can you imagine? As of last month, I'm a royal concubine to House Iduken. They've moved Mother and me into the palace. You could fit our whole neighborhood just in the bathing room. I wish you could meet little Endrin, but they don't let me bring him outside the royal nursery.
You know, I'm actually really glad for her, even if it is kind of sad. I mean, yeah, you do what you have to do to survive in this world, and so you're a mother, and we already had that conversation. She was gonna try to do that. How is Mother and Lesk? And okay, how is Mother and Lesk?
Mother is Mother. We
Yeah.
have everything we could want now, but, well, you know what they say. You can't leave Dusttown if you always take it with you. And I
Sad.
haven't seen Lesky since he left. Bhelen doesn't like me spending time off the estate.
She's Bhelen's concubine? Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Can you believe it? My son is an Iduken. The future king of Orzammar spends his nights in my bed. Barat was a toad, but I have to thank him for teaching me to read, dance, massage, and whatever else Bhelen sees in me.
Yeah, that's actually surprising. Bhelen poisoned his father and killed his brother. How did we know that? I'm guessing that's not possible, but I am gonna ask it.
Of course not. His wife will be queen, but my son is a prince. Your nephew could sit on the throne of Orzammar.
That's surprising. I kind of want to see that happen, that kind of tie there. It would be really interesting to see in future games for the Commoner Dwarf. Hey, yeah, the hero of Ferelden's nephew is the king of Orzammar, if obviously you choose Bhelen. But Bhelen poisoned his... Oh. Yeah, but Bhelen poisoned his father and killed his brother.
That's a horrible, vicious lie. Bhelen told me all about it. Lord Haramont always favored Bhelen's older brother, the one who murdered Trian. Bhelen thinks Haramont set the whole thing up to frame him. Then he had the gall to whisper these things to the dying king. When the king sent him away, Bhelen cried for weeks. Tell me you don't believe these horrible rumors.
Of course, Bhelen is my brother now. I wouldn't say he's your brother. It'd be kind of interesting to talk to Bhelen and see what he says, though. I hope for your sake you're right.
I am. I promise. Bhelen could never do anything like that. His first loyalty is to his family. And now you're part of it. But this isn't why you're here, is it?
That's
What's
weird.
wrong? All the news from the surface says terrible things are happening. Darkspawn attacks and a civil war among the humans.
I need Orzammar to support the Wardens.
And I'm sure the Assembly would agree if they weren't busy arguing the secession. I hate this. Until there's a king, the Assembly would let the world collapse rather than bow to anyone's better judgment. But I can introduce you to Vartag Gavorn. He's Bhelen's chief lieutenant. He could help you if anyone could.
Oh yeah. I just do we want her to take her there? How about just tell me where he is and I'll find him. Because I do want to explore first.
Vartag spends most of his time at the Assembly. I'll meet you there. He's more likely to listen if I introduce you. They say I'm Bhelen's favorite.
Interesting. How many concubines does Bhelen have? That's my question. Alright, let's start exploring. But it's good that our sister is doing better for herself. I'm really glad they actually kept that part of the game going.
The Idukans have held the throne for 370 years. That's long enough.
I wonder how Lesk or Lesky is doing then. I know Lesk always had a crush on the sister.
What? You know we've reached the end times when a face brand is free to wander around the Diamond Quarter.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, this is grand. The noble houses do love their luxuries, don't they?
Yeah. Welcome to me being at the bottom of the food chain other than being, you know, conscripted.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Who are you?
You have come at a difficult
Okay,
time.
I'm leaving you alone.
Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
News of the hour. Questions remain as to Lord Bhelen's involvement in King Endrin's death. Possibility of patricide scandal shocking.
Don't really care. Let's click this. Ooh, Diamond Mall. That's Harrowmount State. Who are you?
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Okay.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Apparently you have nothing to say, so... Wall carving. Oh.
What's on your mind?
Nothing.
It is no trouble.
You're the one I click all the time. I don't even mean to. Like, it's not fate or anything anymore. It's annoyance.
A new offensive is required against the Darkspawn, says Lord Bhelen.
Okay, nobles are here.
The wardens must be crazy, recruiting a brand.
Wardens are wonderful because you guys are jerks.
So, how is it the dwarves have a king? I thought they voted on everything, or something like that.
Maybe they vote on the king they want? I don't know. Another noble. Chamber of the Assembly. Another noble. Who are gonna mock me because I am not a good person to them. Shapert. One thing at a time. Let's go to Shapert. Hey? Stuff. Let's see what everybody wants here.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Somebody who didn't want you to know.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperet. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. No offense, Warden.
No.
He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Offense taken. Alright, talked to you. So, what are you?
Perhaps you should stand over there instead.
Yeah, you guys are such jerks to the castless.
Excuse me, I can't chat.
Orda. Excuse me. Alistair.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Okay. No. Why don't I could try to find them?
You're castless. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I'm a warden, you jerk.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Bhelen and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Maybe you should be castless instead of judging people for being a castless. Ugh. I think she was just saying in general, like, the reasoning why I wouldn't be able to get through. Okay, talk to the Shaper.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us.
Big time.
But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request. Have you grown so fond of the Surfacer's ways in your brief absence?
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Charities. Intimidate. Would you rather wait for a human army to convert? Ooh, that's terrible. Don't say that. What harm could it do to let him preach?
He seems a charitable man, but that is a thin thread on which to tie Orzammar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
I don't know, I say let anybody praise whatever the heck they want to praise. Tell me some of Orzammar's history.
Perhaps the books here can make up for the lack of attention you paid your elders. We were a great empire once, and our land stretched through the deep roads. Kal Shirak was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridin, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridin's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
I know what a Tig is. Where is Kal Shirak?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive.
That's
Kal Shirak
heartbreaking.
is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
I don't blame them. I mean, I understand you have to do what you gotta do, but don't blame them at all. Enough history. Let's talk basic Orzammar again.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
Difference between Ancestor and Paragon. I know that one. How did the caste system come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shotgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations.
Okay.
The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
You're a jerk. Is that what should have happened to me?
I'm sorry. I can speak with you as a warden, but I cannot discuss your belief that you have previously been to Orzammar. Your presence here was not recorded in the memories. You do not exist.
Wow. What does it say? Quest updated. Oh, there's that. Am I allowed to talk to you anymore?
Ah, you return, Warden. Is there more you would know from Orzammar's memories?
Let's talk about Orzammar.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What does the Shaper of Memories do?
The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved
for the
in Miriam
casteless.
all of the records of dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost ties. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Oh, except the bad is still there because the casteless aren't recorded. Oh, I don't like you guys. Okay, sorry to disturb you.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Apparently none to you because I'm casteless. Right now it matters because of the warden part, but I'm angry.
I'm sorry, you'll have to bother someone else with your questions.
Yeah, see, whatever. What's back here? Ooh, scripts. A book. Humble Nugget. Oh, that's great. I love that title. You know, what I went in Dragon Age 4 is just a Nug companion that, like, the Nug King, who ends up being, like, a Mabari, except a Nug. Just this total badass. It has to be the Nug King, though. The reason being because, like, regular Nugs aren't much of a threat, but if you do, like, the Nug King, then it's a badass. Okay. Let's go with the chest.
Finished.
Ooh, Search of the True Prophet. Gloves of Diligence. What's that? Ooh, +4 armor. That's cool. So, that would really be 6 point. Wow. Okay, those are so good. Wow. Yeah.
Now what do you want?
What's right there? Looks like there's something on the other side. Right there. Updated codex. Anything else? I don't see anything else glowing or a chest. I guess we gotta go straight in, out. Then to the next door. Unless it's Haruman's quarters. We're not going there because we're going to be choosing Bhelen. So, VIA Twitter post. So, I've mentioned this a couple times, but I did a poll to see which king to go with, and Be sure to go to my Twitter and follow me, so if there's any other Twitter polls with choices, I give you that. Let's go to the Royal Palace. Guessing that's where Bhelen's gonna be. Alright. Noble. Noble. There's a bunch of nobles, and then this. Can I just go?
I can't do that.
Nope. I guess nothing here because we have...
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Yep. Kind of figured. Okay. We gotta talk to his... diplomat. What? What?
Watch now.
Whoa. Okay. That just happened. Why do we have tunneling thieves? Ow. Okay, we need some organization here.
I shall do so.
Go after that one. There's a lot of them. I don't know what we're gonna do here.
We must have victory.
Uh-oh. Dang it! There we go. Okay, we have a bear.
Right.
Get that one. Win. Get this one. Actually, win. Heal that girl. Girl. I was about to say guy, but... Okay, yeah. You keep fighting this guy. Actually, no. You fight that guy. There we go. Owie! Hey! I need you to get that archer because we're having problems. I'm not dead, but I'm having issues. I might need to actually up my constitution one. Next level up. Then again, we have Win, and she's doing fine. So, we'll see. Alright, Mr. Thief. Dang.
What's going on? By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Warden.
No problem. Hopefully you don't get mad at me by exploring. Just in case I'm saving. I wasn't expecting them to come after me. It was just so random. There's nothing in here. Wonder why this was the thing, huh? It's a bath. This is where they bathe. Okay. And then what about this room? Oh, we can't go in here. Fine. This room?
All right, all right.
Guessing there's gonna be more of them. Okay. That being said, we are going to explore this part of the palace next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I really hope everybody has a great day. Bye!